Well, hi guys. Yeah, now we're pretty much to a point where we can have powered this radio up, so I thought I'd let you hear it work.
Will Kane, Tara Settle, and so many more. Plus, our investigative documentary series, For the Record. The best on television. It exposed the Obama administration's persecution of whistleblowers and
I know it's a little dark, but my light sets real close to my antenna wire, and well, consequently it makes a lot of noise.
Blaze TV anytime or anywhere online.
It's late night, so stuff is just kind of floating in and out. This little town, we don't have a lot of, well, we don't even have a radio station in this town. The closest station's 20 miles away.
Deserve to have another pet in your life. And I can think of no better way to honor the
this station is
of that dog that you lost.
about 100 miles away.
Embrace
many providers to find prices on the coverage.
That's the station that's about 20 miles away. Now I'm running on probably about 10 feet of test leads, so 10 feet of antenna. These radios will generally really love to have more like 40 to 100 feet. The longer the antenna, the stronger the signal coming in.
Yeah, but she did a show on Eco Fashion Police, and maybe if she can do it without a body, she can still keep doing it.
So anyway, it is working.
Pitches, a swing, and a fly ball. Right center field. Borges won't catch it, and the Cubs win. Wellington Castillo gets a single out of it, and the Cubs mob Wellington Castillo, who drove in 3.
Tone control works really decently on it.
And the Cardinal lead in the Central has been cut to a game and a half over the Pirates.
Now there's a few few points I want to make on these radios when you're working with something this old is, and another reason for having the lights off, if you look down the 245s especially, these tubes can only sit in the vertical position, and you can see why. You can see the heaters or the filaments in them. There's no real support to those filaments, so if I rotate the radio to a horizontal, or the tube to a horizontal position, those filaments would start sagging and short against the grids in there. Now the other tubes actually have cathodes, so they have heaters that are located inside the cathodes, which allows them to be in any position, so they would be fine. But the 245s, you got to watch out for tubes like this. A lot of the older triode tubes would have they have no cathodes, will have just a filament, and it's just connected at the top and then down at the bottom, so the mid-range, when it gets hot, it has nothing there to hold it, so it could actually sag down against whatever it's against the grid and short.
for your Emmernecht on Energy.com pregame show 7:05.
I've just got to do a little more cleaning on the speaker now, and then of course the cabinet, get it cleaned up. But speaker housing needs some cleaning to be done to it. So we'll clean off a lot of this and get it cleaned up and polished up and make it look pretty nice. There's no rust on it, it's just dirt. Get it cleaned up and clean the cabinet up and put the radio in place. Another thing about the older style tubes is the fact that when the radio is cold and it's shut down, it takes them a lot longer to warm up and come up to power as a general rule. So if you ever work on a radio that's a TRF with older tubes, it can take a little bit of time longer to get heated up and get operational. So be patient with them. I did have some rectifier tubes, and nothing globe, but when if I want to just display, then I can just put a globe tube in there, and otherwise for operation we'll just run that one. So anyway, that's I'll do another video on it after I get the cabinet kind of cleaned up and looking nice and the radio in place and stuff. Once I get the radio in place, I'll have to make sure that the dial's in the right place exactly, because I'll have the pointer on there that I can look at and see if the dial's where it's supposed to be. Otherwise it's just a simple turning of this set screw and rotate a little bit to get it where it's supposed to be. But she's in good operational order and she's working good. Did a little tweaking on there's patterns up on top of the tuning condenser just to keep everybody where they're supposed to be, and I had to do a little tweaking on that. Not much though, really. So I wanted to make a quick video showing it in operation, and you'll hear it again once I get it in the cabinet, and we'll see what the difference the speaker does in the cabinet, since it's got an insulation board all around inside that speaker box area where the speaker is, so it probably will have a little bit of different sound to it. So anyway, I thought I'd make a quick video on this and get this thing uploaded tonight, and so you guys can hear it and let you see what it looks like completed. And it's a rather nice little radio, rather large, especially with the shields on. So I guess until next time, I'll see you on the next video, and thanks for watching, and thanks for your comments. See you in the next video.